Thought I hit that. My bad. What's up, everybody? What's up, Marco?
Hey, Marco.
Hey, Facebook. It has been hot this week.
Yeah.
Running the forge out in the shop, even with a window unit going. Holy hell.
Yeah, too hot this week.
Too hot. So I hope everybody's had a good week. And we've just been trying not to die in the heat.
Yep. Excuse me. Our electric bill is going to be fun.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Be a little on the high side. Beard's coming in nicely.
Mm-hmm.
For all you doubters. What has he done? He'll come back. Just sometimes takes longer than others. This seems to be a slow growing period. Fine. Be back to my former glory. Don't worry.
I was reading what he said.
Yeah. What's up, PNW?
Hey, PNW.
Hope you're doing well, man. So I I Karened it up a little bit with my missing packages. I it wasn't on the lives that I said any of this. So I got the phone number to our district manager for USPS, and I called her. Didn't realize it was her personal cell phone. And I told her everything. I was like, I've got 6 out of the last 7 packages that I've sent that are in the ether. And she's like, that's not right. And I was like, yeah, no shit, that's not right. That's why I'm contacting you. And she's like, well, send me the tracking information. I'm going to look into it. I'm getting ready to go into the state capitol to have a meeting with the Secretary of State for the state of Tennessee. And I was like, oh, that's what you do. Okay. I'm sorry to bother you. And she was like, well, I'll look into it and I'll get back to you. If not later on today, then tomorrow. Well, that would have been Tuesday. I haven't heard shit this week. So I called her again today. And I guess she was on her lunch. And then I sent her a text. And I haven't heard anything. So I'm trying. But it's not looking great. I don't know why, but when I do the newest orders, Dan is the last one on here. So it doesn't even have PNW. It doesn't have what's up, Dadis? Doesn't have
Hey,
the
Dadis.
drill bits. Like, what the fuck happened?
You can probably search for them and it'll pull them up.
It's always a pain in the dick when I try to search for the drill bits. It's like, we don't know what you're talking about. Hey, dog. Blue. Can you... Can you search by date? Bullshit. It should be showing all 3 orders.
Your package was for Tuesday, so we should get it.
You put no number. No number for what?
Did you ship it USPS?
No idea.
I didn't know. Okay.
Well, there's Josh.
No number of days, I mean. Oh.
Very funny. The year package, it says June 16th in transit to next facility, arriving late. But it arrived in the Nashville distribution center on the 12th.
Yes,
I wonder if it's the Nashville distribution center that's the problem.
could be. Yeah, here's his package to you right there. So it says it was accepted today. If I click on it, it says Bremerton, Washington, and then it says
On the 27th.
no, that's
I
today.
was like, that's today.
They picked up the item today.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. They picked up the item on the 24th. It just says expected delivery by 8 p.m. Uh-oh.
What?
It's just not giving me anything else. It just says it was picked up by USPS, and then that's it.
Well, see, this one doesn't even talk about going to Nashville.
Huh.
Alert! Yeah, no shit. Dumbass. Just make me look up. Yeah, hopefully I'll be able to make some insurance claims with X-Crave, X-Cove, X-Cover, whatever. And hopefully they don't pull no bullshit, which they've already tried to do. How much did the person pay for it? What was the name of your first pet growing up? What's your blood type? Fuck you, pay me. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully I can get some restitution. If not, I'll fucking keep on going up the chain of command because after the after the district manager, it's the regional manager. And I would assume after the regional manager, it's the postmaster general. I don't give a fuck. I don't care what your title is. I've been hey, what's up, Sean? What's up, Neil? I've been egreged, so I must be made whole. AKA pay
me. Or your whole must be
me. It's for the postmaster general to figure out. Give me a check or give me a good time. Either way, I'm fine. Hey, Neil, if you're still hanging out with us, you've been staying cool. That was awful. Exactly, P&W. That's all I'm saying. Like, use a little lube, reach around, like something. That would make the situation a lot better. Instead of just going in dry. Able to cut out a couple of profiles earlier, so that was nice. What's up, Chris? And then my brand new bandsaw blade started acting wonky. So might have to replace it.
How many coming back?
2.
Oh, lovely.
Lovely.
We just bought them.
Just bought
yesterday.
them yesterday. I didn't know there was a hot hard spot in the steel. It was an inch into the steel. Like there's no way to know. It just went katonk, and I was like, "Ooh, that's not good." And then started doing the chugga thing, and I was like, "That's really not good." It goes from cutting the metal to acting like a nipper.
Yeah. Bro, I'm gonna nip you if you don't stop looking.
Get him.
He just stopped and looked at me like,
He's
"What?"
like, wait, what?
I'm not doing anything.
That'd be cool. All right. I did. But it was just I showed him last Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well. You get another
He
one.
said it was hot today last week, and they said we thought ATL was hot. It's just perpetually hot.
It's just perpetually. But it happened so fast. That's the problem. Like we weren't eased into it. It was like, hey, comfortable. Fuck you, it's hot.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the worst. And yesterday, if you guys didn't know, was Brian Kerr's birthday.
Mm-hmm.
So he joins us tonight. Wish him a belated happy birthday. I already wished him happy birthday. Send him a text. Not saying it's a big deal, but kind.
Can you send him some pictures too for his birthday?
Mm-mm. I did not. Should have.
You should have been like, yeah, absolutely.
I thought about that afterwards, and I was like, you failed. I for sure should have sent him a topless shirt or a topless picture,
Mm-hmm.
and or a topless shirt.
So I've been giving knives. My brother thinks he should be.
Hey, you know, like if they're properly taken care of and the heat treats right, like a knife is a knife is a knife.
So what I heard PNW is buy you nothing but Gerber and Kershaw knives, and then send them to you.
Blue. See, I really like CRKT. But even CRKT has their flaws from time to time. I used to be, obviously, way back before we were doing this, and I was involved in the knife community. I was a hardcore Gerber fanboy because I didn't know any better. And I still have a bunch of Gerber knives.
You have like a couple of the multi tools too.
I have a multi-tool from
One,
Gerber.
okay.
Yeah. Ever since they started copying other custom knife makers, I don't support Gerber because that's shitty. Now, obviously, you can make the claim $20 knife. Sure, absolutely. I think the last Gerber I purchased was at Blade Show several years ago, and it was just because it was an interesting design, and it was something new from Gerber, and they were running a show special. And I think it was like,
it wasn't very expensive.
I tried to fix the knife to where it would operate properly, and ended up making it work. And so my dumbness went, "Oh, hey, well, you have a newer version of the knife that I got. Let me check it out. Let me see what you're working with." And you would go to hit the flipper tab, and no matter how much I would adjust it, it would deploy this much. And I went, I'm done. And then they came out with a clone of a custom knife maker that's no longer with us. And I was like, I'm really done. I have Chavez and Apex Arts. Bunch of CRKTs. Couple Kaisers. I'm more of like mid tier now. But I do appreciate high end now. I can't afford it. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Cold Steel. I've got a couple of them. Sogs are not bad, depending on what you're getting. But yeah, I've definitely gotten more picky about like the type of knives that I purchase or look at. Hey, what's up, Chastity?
Hey, Chastity.
Almost said Charity. I was like, that's not right.
No.
But like, I've got that Riot gravity knife. I've got a Tacom. So I like, definitely spend my money mid-tier sort of things, like not shit, but not a $700 custom or more. If I had the money and I could, oh my god, my knife collection would be. But I broke. About $100 on that. Sure. And also, it's like it's hard being a knife maker and being in the knife industry and like seeing people put out the same stuff over and over and over again. So like you you don't necessarily get jaded, but you get bored in a sense. So like I always try and pick up things that are different or a new spin on something that's been done before. I mean, I've got mid techs and everything else, and it's just like, meh, it's a nice. I do have an idea though to make a because I'm working with a round bar 5160 right now, or 5160 round bar. I am really thinking about doing a blacksmith slip joint, and they're pretty cool. Um, so traditional blacksmith knife is usually made out of one piece of steel, whether it's square bar, round bar, whatever the case may be. Slip joint is kind of the same concept, but it's usually made with two pieces of steel. Uh, Let me see if I can find something similar to the design that I was looking at. If not, of course, I'm not going.
Well, yeah, because you're looking.
Mm-hmm. I have a picture on my phone. Can't access it right now. Oh, that's kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's not gonna work. So I'm just gonna have to describe it to you. So basically, what the design was that I saw, they took a piece of round bar and bent it in a really tight U, and then they ground down half of it where you could have your knife on that half with your pivot, and the bar that wasn't ground was the tension for your slip joint, and then as your knife closed, it went in. And because this was ground down, it was enough clearance to where if it was in your pocket, that round bar that was also your spring would protect you from getting cut off the blade. I thought it was a pretty cool design, very simplistic, very crude, very blacksmithy, and I was like, I want to make one of those. Except for I'm probably going to add a pocket clip to mine. Why? But I want to do a traditional blacksmith slip joint. I make the rivets for the knife pivot. I make the rivet for the pocket clip. I make the pocket clip. So we'll see. I got some designing to do, and I don't know how soft I'm going to have to make half that bar so it'll actually be a good spring for a slip joint. So, but I've really found myself enjoying blade smithing more than stock removal. So that's the route that I'm going to keep on going down. Because this is fun. and because like weed, the gateway into the dark arts of knife smithing.
Gateway hobby.
Yeah. Like I've just now within the last year started calling myself a knife smith instead of a knife maker. I still don't feel like I'm actually there yet to where I can call myself a knife smith, but I do it anyways because I do what I want. And dealing with like imposter syndrome and shit like that. So anything new with you guys? Anybody got any plans for the 4th? Anything exciting? There is not a lot of innovation be lacking as of late. Quality to price point. Yeah, absolutely. And like going back to what you're saying, PNW, like I definitely know that like things won't change because like we go from a maker standpoint, like we see the circular uh events happen, and it's usually say probably about a 2-year cycle. Um on the consumer side, like things will get popular. A certain knife company will get popular. A certain style of knife will get popular. Several years ago, everybody wanted slip joints, so it's like there's the ebbs and ebbs and flows to the knife community. But what I think is really funny, like on the maker side, is we'll see, and in no way, shape, or form am I talking shit because Dr. Laren Thomas, but Thomas will come out with a new steel, or he'll work with somebody that comes out with a new steel, or somebody else will come out with a new steel. Everybody loses their fucking minds, and the steel is super expensive, and that's the only thing that people want. Magna. And then what's going to happen is that people lose the luster of it's the circle of knife. Oh my god, nice. The circle of knife. I like it. What's up, Zay? And then people like I don't know necessarily that they get bored, but like the price comes down and people figure out they're like, oh hey, it's not a super steel, it's just another fucking steel. And then the next thing comes out. So you've got these lulls and then high, low, high. So it's weird. Um, that Pro Cut that I got from Pops, it's probably going to do the same thing. It's probably going to be super hard to get a hold of, super expensive. And people are going to be like, "I got the greatest knife style ever made." No, it's not. Sorry, steel is steel. As long as the heat treat's right, doesn't really fucking matter because you're probably just going to leave it in your safe. That was a hard truth. Hope you have fun. Hope you have lots of crazy calls that are exciting. I'm not gonna say the thing that's gonna make your night absolutely terrible. You're welcome. What's up, One Moon? But yeah, I mean, and in no way, shape, or form do I want anybody to think that I'm trashing Magna Cut. I just find it funny because we dealt with the same thing with, oh, jeez, at one point in time, CPM 154, S35V, uh, Nitro V. Like I can go on and on about what's the hottest and newest, greatest steel ever made for right now. Like, so I just stick with the known stuff that I can heat treat well. I know that in a pinch, it'll save your life. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Don't worry, I'm not gonna do what you think I'm gonna do. Freak. Yeah, so I'm really curious to see like what's going to be the next big seal that everybody loses their minds over. Hey, what's up, D?
Maybe.
Because I've heard once again said it 1,000 times. All depends on the heat treat. But I've heard some people have horror stories with Magnicat. I've heard some people that swear by Magnicat. I've also seen that happen with like 85 different types of steel.
Yep.
Everybody and their brother, thanks to CRKT or Spyderco or Benchmade maybe. I don't remember who it was. They had an issue with their 154 CM, and for a long time everybody was like, "Oh, 154 CM, that's trash." Literally the same thing as CPM 154, just done in a different way. As long as the heat treat's done right, you're good to go.
Have a good night, Zach.
Have a good night, Zach. Hope everything goes.
Hope it
Joke.
goes.
For a long time, a lot of makers use D2, and I had a conversation with Kurt at a Blade Show, and he's like, with all the stuff going on with steels and companies having a hard time sourcing steels and companies going out of business and blah 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 blah. He's like, I think we're gonna see a resurgence of tool steels, and I was like, that'd be cool because uh, they're great. They're great steels. We've used them as tool steels forever. They're tried and true, but we'll just have to see. Could care less. Come out with some original designs. I feel like I'm seeing the shit remixed over and over and over again. Exactly 1 million. That's what I was just saying. Like from a knife maker, it's really hard to buy the same knife over and over and over again from different people. But yeah, absolutely. Like nail on the head one. Thought my Magna Kit Madness when the numbers kept changing through the year. It started at 7S. Then 5, 7, 6. At least it wasn't 5 8675309. At least it didn't say that on your Magna Kit. I would have been concerned. What? Well, I hope it goes. It would have been funny if he would have said 556. I would have been like, my friend, that is not steel. That is a freedom seat. That is not steel, pimpin'. That is a freedom seat. Aw, that's adorable. I hope it goes well. Hope she has a good time.
All those days.
My first date, I went to the movies by myself with a lady. I was 12,
Well,
13.
I didn't go out on an actual date, no like parents or whatever. Like until
I think it was 13.
I was 16,
That was like
15.
the first and only date that I went on and saw like.
Oh.
And like my parents didn't think it was a date. They were just like, "Oh, they're young kids going to see a movie." And in my head, I was like,
This is the date.
"Yeah, we're just young kids going to a movie." First kiss.
And what movie did you go see?
I have no fucking idea. I don't remember.
I was curious if you remember.
No idea. I couldn't even tell you. I've got a picture of us with my arm around her, but I couldn't tell you her name. Couldn't tell you the movie. It was in Georgia.
Mm.
No idea. After that, other than like going to a homecoming dance, which I don't even really count that. Like it's a school. I think I was like 16 before I went out on another date. Long drive. his birthday, and
Aw, that's adorable.
young Ruv.
Yep.
Yeah, I would have still been like, "Oh, it's your birthday. Taking my daughter out on a birthday dinner, huh?" Yeah, I like knives. Sharpen them. When I was like 17, my girlfriend at the time, her dad had a glass cabinet with a revolver in it. And he's like, "Hey, it's nice to meet you. Just want to let you know that's loaded, and I know how to shoot it." "Nice to meet you too for the first time, sir." Scared this shit out. We were cool after that. He had me do a lot of work for him. So it wasn't an
He's like, hey, free labor.
issue. I didn't want to get shot.
He's all green flag. That's good.
Oh, what a young gentleman.
Yep, no red flag guy there. All
Huge
green flag.
influx of people coming to my state, my area.
We had to have a company meeting. Jeez.
So people are going to sanctuary states/cities, I'm assuming, to avoid ICE. Good luck, friend. We are not one of them. So people are either not leaving their houses or they're leaving, whether with help or not.
Hey, Gordon.
What's up, Gordon? How are you, man? All the cool things you've been doing with some free copper. Man after my own heart. Going to a scrapyard, coming back with good metal. My man. She got mad at me because
I didn't get mad. I thought it was funny.
So, in my defense, we don't have scrapyards around us. We have these little like trash places. There's several of them. So I went over there and I was getting rid of some trash. And this dude pulled up and I saw that he threw a spool of barbed wire away. I said, "Hey, got any more of that?" He said, "I sure do." He goes, "How much you want?" "What you got?" He's like, "I only got one spool left." I was like, "I will take it for knife making thing." And I came home and I was like, "So I brought home a spool of barbed wire." And she goes, "What the hell?"
Like how you go to the dump to throw away stuff and come back with more shit.
I used to do it all the time when I was living in Aaron. Because we had a good scrapyard. So they're just like, "Yeah, go pick out whatever amount you want. We don't care." So I got some diamond plate. People just threw it out. Like, no, I'm gonna bring that home. He really is. I'm not ready, but it's easier to accept because he's so sweet. He thought calling her good little gentleman.
Mm-hmm.
Now, with us speaking about like the ice raids and stuff, no matter what, yes, Gordon, I need a relationship like that. It doesn't matter what side of the aisle you're on or how you feel about it. There's a right way and a wrong way to deal with deportations. Um, I think, me personally, my own personal opinion, I think that the raids that have been done um, have been a little aggressive, but the problem was left alone for so long that it was almost a necessity to bring us back to homeostasis, if that makes any sense. A lot of the policies that our president have done have been a little aggressive because we've gone so far off to the other side just to bring us back to the center. So, and obviously, I'm married a first generation Spanish woman, so her opinions on immigration um, are we're in agreement. But she has a little bit of a different experience from it. My family. We've just been here forever. So, like, I've never had to deal personally with immigration or had a parent that had to deal with immigration. So,
That's true, P&W.
talk with Alina, man. She can help you out with that shit. She helps me out with my Spanish.
I Google a lot of stuff too.
Her reaction was mine. That's funny.
P&W is on TikTok, right?
You
on TikTok, P&W?
No. No?
Because if you are on TikTok,
Brian is.
there's a creator you need to follow. Or an account, whatever you need to follow.
It's called doom scrolling. That's an easy way to get dopamine. I originally got on TikTok just because I was trying to advertise what I do, trying to get more people to like the Facebook group and whatnot. It did not work as I intended, and now I just do. Um, hell yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, you got to have a good sense of humor and a good sense of self worth. I'm still trying to figure out the self worth part, but and advocating for myself. Super. We're getting there. We're learning. Every day is a new step.
New adventure.
The greatest adventure ever. I didn't ask to be a part of. Fuckers. Really tough. What's really tough? Are you commenting on what D is talking about, Gordon, or something I said? Vlog conversation.
P&W, I did recently find on YouTube Bigfoot vlogs, which are hilarious. Yes.
They're so good.
Self-worth. Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, imposter syndrome hard on a lot of things. Like, I didn't realize, and it's gonna make me sound absolutely ridiculous, but like with going through therapy, oh dude, you're good. There's a delay on comments anyway, so it makes it hard. But with going through therapy for the last several years, like there's a lot that I've learned about myself and in general. And apparently being cocky and funny in the life of the party is a emotional um what's the word I'm looking for? Not an emotional response, but like trauma response in and of itself. So when you peel back the layers of the onion and then you find out why you're doing some of the things you're doing, it's like, so forget. Tell you about the boy who decided to slap. No, he's still breathing. It shouldn't be unless he hit him first. Then that's a whole nother enchilada.
Yeah, same PNW. They say some stuff on there. I'm like, I don't really know what that means, but
They're still pretty funny.
yeah.
They got super, super popular overnight. Like they've kind of ran their course now, but still pretty fun. There's so many different ones. So there's Bigfoot, there's the Yeti, there's aliens, there's a vampire, werewolf, beavers, squirrels, Jason,
the Grim Reaper.
Squirrels one was really fucking funny. The beaver one was pretty fucking funny.
Mm-hmm. Now there's Ghost Adventures. That's been pretty fun. What?
No.
AI Ghost Adventures.
Oh, I need to check that out.
This is the last one I watched. They went to a haunted zoo. I'll have to show you the video. Hilarious.
The Yeti's fantastic. Yes.
Yeah, like they're all really funny. One of the things at Ghost Adventures, he's running. He's like, I'm falling through the floor. He says that before he falls through the floor, and then he falls through the floor, like his AI like is still glitchy or whatever. Yeah. People are like, he must be like a psychic because he knew what was gonna happen before it did.
Oh, don't worry, PNW. The lingo's just gonna get.
Yep.
No, they were playing a game and he was being rude, and she stood up to him and he slapped her forward. She punched him, knocked him.
Girl.
Damn. Good on her.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very proud. Oh, I had something awesome to show you guys that I had completely forgot about. So, our very good friend and a friend of the channel, Mr. Fight or Flight Leatherworks. I almost said Flight or Fight. FOF, as a lot of people call Michael, decided he was going to make me an awesome leatherworks. Thick. Drop the thick.
With all leather.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
So I don't know if his plan is that we're gonna offer these to people that want them. I don't know, but I got one, and they're awesome. And they smell amazing. I don't know if he's working tonight or not, but we'll see if he jumps on. Thank you, B&W. Sunburn must hurt. Wrong.
He was saying that about what Remington said.
Yes. Ooh, indeed. Ooh. But I don't know what he's. I don't know. I don't know what he's charging for him. I haven't really had the chance to talk with him since I got mine. So see if he'll. He hasn't even read the message that I sent him. So, cool. So we'll see. But as soon as I get some information, I'll let everybody know. He's got his own website, so I'm sure that if a person or two is like, "Hey, I want one of those," he'd be like, "Okay, we're cool." Also, just to give you guys a heads up, we will be live on Sunday on YouTube. Uh, More than likely, we will not be live on Friday because we're going on vacation. So I'll I'll ask him how much he wants for those, and then I'll shoot you a message. D.
I mean, it's also 4th of July Friday, so I mean, I don't think it's a big deal
Yeah,
that
it's
we don't
also
go
4th of
live.
July. I think a lot of people are not going to be on here, but we're going to be in North Carolina. So
I feel like I'm blue.
I got to let BEDC know that we're going to be in his neighborhood.
Need to find out from Jared about the dog. If they're good to go to stay.
Yeah.
Because if they're not, then we're kind of screwed.
I don't have his personal number, so like I wouldn't even do me any good to text him right now. Because they won't answer till Monday. That's awesome.
I just want to see the look on his face whenever he opens it.
Absolutely. Yeah, we'll be live on Sunday. I work Monday and Tuesday, and then we'll leave here Wednesday and get up there Wednesday night at some point. They're going to be a trip.
Yeah.
It'd be fun. We've never been that far into North Carolina. So. Have a good night, Gordon. It was good seeing you again, man.
Yeah, have a good night.
What's really fun is I may be potentially, this decision will happen in a couple weeks, but I may potentially be getting a different job. So I don't. Which one are you referring to? Who's the plug? um, I I think it's fantastic. I don't know if you've seen videos of SmackDown today, because it was televised earlier because they're in Saudi Arabia. Um, CM Punk came out to Word Life and what's up, Daily Hustle, and ended up rapping on Cena, and it was fantastic. Came out dressed just like Cena used to when he would come out to Word Life. It was pretty awesome. Unfortunately, because of the Queen and King of the Ring tournament, I don't think Punk's going to be successful. I think John Cena is going to cheat yet again, and it will allow for a really good match between more than likely Cody at SummerSlam. So, woo.
Hey, Scott.
What? D. you know about wrestling? I mean, not to make that sound so sexist, but like I would have never expected it. Yeah, Word Life Punk. Not the same cost. Pretty epic. That's fantastic.
You said it's so weird seeing John Cena as a heel.
It is, but you can definitely tell that like it's kayfabe. Um, I forget what what pay per view it was. It was after he defeated Randy Orton. You could see glimmers of like regret, and like people started chanting like "Thank you, Cena," and like he started crying. Um, yeah, absolutely, D. But he's playing a part for sure.
Yeah.
So I think what they're gonna do. Um, I mean, real men wear pink. I look great in pink, believe it. But I think what's gonna happen is I don't think he's gonna carry the championship to the very end. I think that he's gonna get dethroned possibly at SummerSlam, maybe a little bit later. And then I think Cena's gonna go back to being a face because it's been a good heel run, but he's not a heel. He's never been a heel. So they'll turn and he'll go back to being a good guy right as he leaves and thanks everybody and starts crying and walks
Yeah.
out of the ring with leaving his big son. Mark my words. But I would love for Punk to beat him at Night of Champions. I don't think. I don't know if he will though or not. Though. Like that's we'll see. His promos have been pretty great though. But the whole thing is like John Cena did the rehashing of the pipe bomb. So that's why CM Punk did a rehashing of Thugonomics, which is fantastic. Great story. Siba.
See,
John Siba. See, you're already speaking Spanish. Oh, that pipe bomb shit. Want to see Cody Rhodes get a big win. How many times do we need to see Cody Rhodes get a big win?
yeah.
He's already finished his story. How many more stories are there? I want to see a heel Cody Rhodes run. I want to see Homelander. I want to see him walk over and say, hey, F you, and do the heel thing that John Cena's doing. I missed it. You missed what? Cody Rhodes winning at WrestleMania 41 to finish the story that was going for over a year.
Something, Cody Rhodes.
Exactly.
That's all I think of now. Anytime I hear this song.
Because the dream Dustin Rhodes never won the WWE Championship. So his son had to do it. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Homelander. Like, he would be such a good menacing heel. We've seen him as a heel when he was younger. But he wasn't Cody Rhodes. He was just, oh, Dustin's kid. Or Dusty's kid.
He already has a good song to use if he's the heel for American Nightmare. I'm just saying.
He does. He could even still use that song.
I mean, he could use it now, but it would work better as like the bad guy.
Right? Homelander from The Boys. Cody Rhodes. He even dresses like him already.
Yeah.
Like, it would be so good. I would honestly, and I know that a lot of people would poo-poo on this, but I would like to see his brother come back to WWE and have a feud with him. And Dustin not as uh, Gold Dust, but as more of the character that he's doing in AEW right now. Because I think that would be fantastic. Cowboy Dustin Rhodes versus Cody. He's already said he'll never do Gold Dust again, but that would be awesome as well. Cody Rhodes had his moment. Throw some new out there. I think LA Knight. I really don't want to see Rollins win a main championship again. I know it's going to happen. He's got the money in the bank briefcase. LA Knight needs another belt. LA Knight needs a world championship belt for sure, or the Universal. Either way, he can carry the company as a face. LA Knight, where he really shines, is he's more of an anti-hero. So it's like he's not really a face, but he is. New generation a new generation of that would be awesome. A new generation of NWO would be awesome. But I don't know that they'll ever really do that. They're right now with Rollins, Bronson Reed, and Braun Breaker, they're kind of teasing an Evolution 2.0, which is kind of cool. Rude. Um, but like I could see them do an Evolution storyline 2.0, and that'd be kind of cool. You got uh Paul Heyman instead of Ric Flair, and it'd be kind of cool. But I honestly like I don't even know. Well, they kind of teased doing a new DX with Gargano and Champa. Welcome, Falk. How are you? Um, Okie dokie. Drive safe. Oh, dude, we're probably going to see some new luchadors here pretty soon. Mr. Iguana and Psycho Clown or Crazy Clown or whatever his name is. Also, we're probably going to see Hikuleo at Night of Champions, which is about damn time. Yeah, I wish they would have done more with it because, like, they were doing the whole angle of R-Truth thinking Tommaso Ciampa was Triple H, and then Tommaso Ciampa and Gargano started wearing DX shirts. It was slightly different. It was still their DIY logo, but it looked like the DX shirts, and it's like so you could literally take those guys and put some younger people around them or newer people around them, and like you could absolutely make a new DX and have either Shawn Michaels or Triple H or both. Like, hey, we're passing the reins over. Let's see what they do. Like that'd be kind of cool. Or opposite of that, they go up against Triple H, and Triple H is the new Vince McMahon to the DX, which would also be fun. I need to be a writer. I can do this shit. I've been watching wrestling since I was little, so it's like I can usually see how things are going to play out. There's very rarely am I surprised by storylines. There's been a couple of them that I'm like, oh, this is going to happen, and then the opposite happens, and like you can ask Alina, like I have an actual like literal reaction where I'm like, holy shit!
Yep.
I like to be surprised. It doesn't happen with wrestling. A lot of great talent coming out of AEW. You mean TNA? TNA has a deal with WWE, not AEW. There's also talk that there might be Vince McMahon coming to AEW, which would be absolutely insane, but could be fun. But there's people going to AEW and there's people going from AEW back to WWE like all the time. So I mean, look at Rusev, Aleister Black. Aleister Black, they really need to do something storyline wise with his character. Same thing with Karrion Kross. I mean, this is Karrion Kross's first pay per view in years. Why? Oh, because he said, fuck you, I'm going to do it myself and sell a bunch of merch. Give that man a push. He's deserved it. And anybody that can overcome that terrible gladiator character that he had and like still been viable, like they deserve a push because he kind of fucked. I I like Rhea Ripley. I think that she is a really good wrestler, and I think that she obviously I'm a rocker, so to see a fellow rocker come out like that's pretty cool. I think a lot of the storylines that they've had her on, she's kind of been like this unstoppable force, and that gets boring over time. Um, but I think she's probably going to become a women's champion again. Um, and then we'll have a really boring like year long run with her. It's not her fault. It's the booking, it's the writing, it's lack of talent that's around her on Raw's side. But yeah, no, absolutely. I would pay to see Rhea Ripley in her prime versus China in her prime. That would be an amazing match. I one of them, but it's like she usually has a really good storyline building up to getting the championship, and then it's like once she gets the championship, like her push fizzles out, which makes no sense because it's like, well, if you want to build somebody up to be a champion, then you have to have long term storytelling of them as the champion. And it's like they just have the story where she gets the belt. And then they're like, oh, well, I don't know. And it's just, it's so stale. Like every run she does is so stale. But it's not her fault. It's the booking, it's the writing. Um, I I know it would be hard to repair the hurt feelings, which is definitely storytelling and all in the writing. I thought her and Liv Morgan were a fantastic tag team. Now you got her going against Raquel in a street fight, Night of Champions, which neither of them are champion. So that's one thing that I don't understand about this pay per view. Night of Champions. One championship is going to be defended. What? No. I think Stephanie Valkyr, Valkyr, however you want to say it. I think she's somebody to watch out for. I think she's going to have a long career with many titles. Um, Julia just got the women's intercontinental championship, which Chelsea Green was fantastic with. But it's like now she was kept on going for the championship, and now it's on a new person. So it's like, well, now what do you do with Chelsea Green? I don't know, man. I don't write it. And not to sound like Jerry Seinfeld, but what's the deal with Roman Reigns? Where is he at? When is he going to come back? Because I liked Roman Reigns, did not like him as the unbeatable tribal chief, but now that he has this redemption arc, it's more interesting. So Even though we already did a redemption arc with him getting the Ulafala back. It's another double redemption arc. The redemption bell curve.
Redemptionception.
Redemption hyperbole. Or no, not hyperbole. In geometry, it's hyperbole. But whatever. Yeah, I don't. I have a hard time. I know that he's got a lot of health issues. I mean, he's on leukemia medicine for the rest of his life. I get that, but it's hard for me to believe um, personal health issues or family things because there's so many things that are work now. So it's like it's not that I don't believe it. It's just I have a hard time believing. Same thing with Dominic Mysterio's mysterious injury. Nah, bitch. You're sitting on your couch eating nuggies, going, "I'm the champion." uh, I have seen that he's going to be in Street Fighter. I hope that's the case because if what I've seen is correct, he's one of my favorite Street Fighter. He's going to play one of my favorite Street Fighter characters ever, which I will have a visceral, manly reaction to if that's the case. One dude that's locked in against Punk right now gives me Ric Flair vibes. Who? Who's that? Who's the dude that's locked in against Punk right now? Seth Rollins? They don't like each other, and I don't think that's a work. I think they legitimate, or he doesn't like Punk. Punk just doesn't care. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that. Yeah, dude. If he's gonna play Akuma, favorite Street Fighter character ever. He's a demon.
Akuma.
Mm-hmm. I will. I will pull a Pee Wee Herman. Just gonna
It took me a second. I was like, ah.
say exactly. So Akuma,
Oh yeah,
Roman Reigns,
you should.
he's a demon.
Yeah, it would be a good fit for that.
It works.
Character.
It works. Depending on how it's wrote and shot. But so see, you say Seth Rollins gives you a Ric Flair vibe. That's what I was talking about with Evolution 2.0. So back in the early 2000s, it was while I was in high school. So 2005 era. There was a group called Evolution. It comprised Randy Orton, Dave Batista, Triple H, and Ric Flair. And Ric Flair was the wise man. Now you've got why did I just draw a blank on what the hell his name is? Paul Heyman as the Oracle for Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker, and Bronson Reed. They're pushing Braun Breaker to be like Randy Orton, even though he's built like Dave Batista. And I guess they would be pushing Bronson to be like Dave Batista. There's also talk that there's going to be a fourth member added to this yet unnamed Seth Rollins faction. I love it. He's like, yes, Akuma, the goat. The goat. What's up, Brian? Hope work's going well, sir. So, we got some news for you, Brian. You ready for it? Didn't want to blow out anybody's eardrums, so that's why I was talking quiet. Favorite Remington and her favorite fighter video game. Jeez. What's her favorite fighting game? So what's up, Bert? So the the 7th, 6/7th will probably be going by your house. Ah, I got you, D. Need to play her in some Smash Bros, aka Smash Bros. No, D, North Carolina. Sorry. But it's a fun game. I was always a Street Fighter guy. Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat were my two games that I would play. As far as fighting games go. Shinerbach, no. This is Pacifico.
Oh,
It does. La Cerveza de Pacifico. Cerveza from Mexico. Not an avocado, but could be. I hope not. It could be good. Check those days so I can remember to check. Yes, sir. We'll do. I figure worst comes to worst, like we may just stop by and be like, "Hey, what's up? All right, bye." Because Scott, we're probably going to stop by and see him too, depending on the route it takes us and whatnot. Duck Hunter was wild. It was a fun game. It was wild. The sensor sucked. Yes, if we're going to be going past your house and it's not ungodly late, yes, we will for sure let you. But we will be in your state. Black Sox is in your city. Four letters, one word. Yeet. I need those pit vipers. I need to look on WWE Shop to see if there's some of them. The pit vipers that he wears to every match, he paints himself.
Mm.
I don't know if they should do pit vipers. I would. It's just hilarious. Let's look. We have the internet right in front of us.
It's not like we're on a computer or anything.
I know. W-E. Dad can. If you're meeting up with Scott, then just let me know what day and I'll come up there and we'll hang out. Whatever. Are you close to Scott, Papa Baker? I have like addresses and stuff in Shippo, but like I don't remember where you guys live at. Let's look here. Let's go to the shop. You so one word. Yeet. But they don't say eat across them. It's close, but it's not. Jesus. Let's see if you have a belt to put them on. Right. Got an expensive WWE shop. No, sir. Scott Bubba Baker. He should still be on here.
yeet thing is kind of annoying to me. I like to eat, but yeet makes me cringe.
I mean, we live in Tennessee, so you got to eat something. You got to eat something. But it has been overplayed for sure. But ask Lena, I get a hold of a saying and then I rock with it for like a couple weeks, a month, and then I get a new saying and I rock with it for a couple weeks or a month, and it's this vicious cycle. Right now, my phrase is from Big Mouth. It's what's her name again?
Fun.
Connie. How she goes, you need to take a bubble bath. That's been my phrase that I've said way too many times over the last like couple months. Because we finished Big Mouth, and that's also hilarious. They don't have the e-glasses. This is bullshit. Oh, it's so good. Big Mouth, like I get like natural progression. You have to have a bow, but like it was such a good show. There's a compilation on YouTube of Connie just all the times that she said bubble bath, and it's pretty hilarious. Yeah, it was weird, but it was good. It made sense, but it was weird, which honestly worked a little bit better with the show that it was weird, but
Yeah. I mean, a show like that, it kind of has to be a little weird.
a little bit. But then you get done watching the show and you take yourself a bubble bath. Yeet.
I told him that I can't wait till he finds another phrase to use.
So, medical. Talk to her about what you found out with your acupuncture.
I haven't found out anything, but it's just what they think.
Suspicion, but still. She'd be like, yep. Yep. Welcome back, Paul.
There's a picture that I told Chat.
We were talking about wrestling.
Chat GPT did a blue.
Did they add in the raindrops?
Mm-hmm.
Or?
We haven't doing it. It was from this picture.
Yeah, so Alina last week had her first acupuncture appointment. So that went pretty well. Just trying to see if we can do anything to help with IVF. So
Yep. Apparently, my circulation sucks in my feet and my uterus. So there we go. The more you know. My circulation is crap.
Let me look.
Durham.
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 Durham. Trying my kids to speak like Pauly Shore. So they can't have you just eat Skippy.
No cap.
Low
On
take
God.
or fade. That's funny. Yeah, it's like I said to Alina, it's like there's a reason why it's been around for thousands of years.
Yeah, it's been around for centuries, so doesn't work for everybody, and I get that, but you know.
You gotta have ribs though.
No cap.
She's gonna be like, ah. Yeah, as long as 40 is open back up, because there was some issues with 40 on the Tennessee side. So,
Yeah.
but we'll figure it out.
We'll cross that bridge when we get there. No pun intended.
Ooh. Right? Okay. That sounds cool.
He said, "Oh, they're my kids, so they just like have Riz." One doesn't bother me.
It bothers me. All those stupid ass words bother the shit out of me. Um,
He said, "Even if that section of 40 is closed, you'll still be on 40 by the time you get to my house." Okay.
I got you. Wunderbar.
Back.
Yep.
She said it reminds me of the song "Putting on the Ritz."
See, that's fine. That's not Riz.
There it is.
That's Ritz. Them shits are delicious. Hey. It's pretty. All right, let's see here. So it is. So it's going to take us up north.
On 81.
Uh huh. And then back down. Why? 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 That's stupid.
Took the other route.
I mean, you can see literally saving 12 minutes. Stupid. According to GPS, that part of 40 is open. So, yeah, Durham's right here. I think he lives somewhere in this area. 64. That's gonna suck. That's also gonna suck. And then we're just gonna be in the middle of the ocean.
It will be on an island.
I know that, but we're gonna have ocean on both sides. But what's cool across the Roanoke Island? That's very cool.
Also, I feel like the people circulating with trash pandas that they rhythm with tism.
I hate that I like that as much as I do. Oh, I'm for sure a trash panda. I am a Jawa for sure.
Yeah, she said that's what being on an island means. Like, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I know. Like you're on land, it's cool, but like ocean on land. Well, you got diagnosed? Congrats. I could have told you, but what do I know? Yeah, it says that for where we're going, because we're going to be out on the coast, it's going to take us like 12 and a half hours. And then on our way back, we'll hit Durham and VE's place of residence. But on the way back, we'll take 40 instead. go. Because I told Greg to stop by, and I'll have some knives on me.
She said, undiagnosed, but something ain't right.
Could have gave you confirmation. But like I said, congrats. Welcome to the club. They say it's the greatest adventure, but it's more work.
In the club, we all.
Oh God. All right, Kamala. Well, not Kamala, but it's the same actress that does Connie. She played
Tina Fey.
no
Or
Maya
Maya
Rudolph.
Rudolph.
She played Kamala on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
She did that line on Saturday Night.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
In the club, we all fan. It was just all over TikTok for a while, so.
Yeah, I'm aware. Doom scrolling, I was like, next. Next. That's why it's having to go that way. Well, because I was like, that's so stupid. Like, why would we go up and over? But so if you take our normal route and then go to Chattanooga, you would have to take 75 up.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, cool. Nope. Not even giving us an option of that. Just keep on going over a minute. Wouldn't that be about the same amount of time? Oh no, man. Hey, Blicky McGee, stop. Y'all got a lot to talk about.
Mm-hmm. Did you see the last comment that Dee put or not?
That's awesome.
Oh, Narco. What?
Hey, how you doing? I want some of that burger sugar. So, you're making nachos. Did you make the tortilla chips or did you go and buy them? Because if you didn't make the tortilla chips, they're better than that, and I'm sad. Yeah, it's like one of the few times like that you want to hear like you passed. It's like, oh, woohoo, oh. Yeah, I was talking with my therapist. Like, I found out that I actually have like more diagnoses than what I initially knew. And obviously, like she can't diagnose, but like some strong inklings that there's more there than what I initially thought. So like it makes life a little bit easier knowing. Doing homemade guac and salsa, awesome. So you bought the chips. I'm so sad right now. You're better than that, Paul. You're better. All you gotta do is just fry up some tortillas. You have
we
chips.
always buy the chips. We've never made our own.
I'm lazy as fuck. She's not. She makes all this shit fresh. Quest chips. Nice.
Oh, nice.
Protein.
Yep.
Dudes, what are you doing? What are you doing?
That was an I don't know if I ever heard it.
He wasn't expecting me to acknowledge it. Thank you, babe. Come here. Well, come here. Titty kitty.
I got some samples of some clear protein to try. It's supposed to just taste like juice. Instead of it being like a protein shake, you put it in like water or you can use juice. But shut up. It was a sample, so I only paid like $5 for them. That's what came in the mail today.
I know. Your mom just likes to waste.
It's like $5.
Okay.
Yeah, all I had to pay for shipping.
That's a no.
When did you try it? It was $5 for like 3 packs.
We have clear protein at home. Can you just get comfortable? That's a cup of coffee. Just get comfortable. Because I'm wearing a pink top. You don't want to get on my sofa.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Hey, exactly, Brian.
Not what I meant, guys. I'm gonna smack.
What are you trying to do? You don't know? Well, if you don't know, I can't help you. You want to go see your mom? Hi-oh. That's funny. Shook. Shook it. That's a fun drive. Yep.
We just opened here.
I mean, maybe. Are you gonna go through Charlotte?
No. Hardly.
Okay, that's why I was confused. I was like, I was looking at the map and I was like, hold on, wait a minute. But She gives awesome hugs. Presidential.
Oh, but who is that? Oh.
So are you doing chicken nachos or are you doing beef nachos? Or fish nachos? Maybe you can do fish tacos, you can do fish nachos.
Yeah.
That'd be fine. Pork nachos. Oh. Mm-hmm. Yes, you finally tucked yourself up.
It's weird whenever he like is sleeping, but his eyes are like partially open. All you can see is like the whites of his eyes.
Super
He
creepy.
looks like a possessed dog. The demon dog.
Where are you guys going, D? Nice. Yeah, that's what we're doing next week. Is we're going to North Carolina, going to the beach. Where are you guys going in Texas? Corpus Christi. That check. Not that. Let's see.
Wait.
So you guys are probably going to go through maybe Dallas and then down to Houston. You can go from Houston to Corpus.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys get a chance and you drive, I don't know if you're driving or flying, but if you guys go through Austin, go eat at Terry Black's. It's amazing. Really good.
Where's Austin?
North of Corpus Christi.
Oh.
Excuse me. Yeah, if you guys go through Austin, go to Terry Black's. Some of the best food we've ever had. Well, yeah, Falk. Of course they are.
You say that like you should be surprised.
Yeah, this is not your first rodeo. Like you knew what you were getting into. Um, yeah, we Terry Black's was really good. We also had awesome breakfast tacos
At like a food truck
somewhere in Austin. It was like a
while we were leaving.
food trailer sort of
Yeah, like a
thing.
food
Like it was
trailer.
really weird, but it was really good. There's some awesome food in Austin and in Texas in general.
Mm-hmm.
That's about it. About all that's going for Texas. Well, been to Texas a couple times, and I always said that I wouldn't go back because I didn't leave anything in Texas. And then we went like 2 years ago.
Longer than that.
Was it longer than 2 years ago?
Yeah.
3 years ago?
3 or 4.
We had a lot of fun, but like, I'm good. Driving through Texas was like driving through Illinois. 8 hours later, you're still in the same fucking state.
Yeah.
Got the new Hershey's caramel and can't wait to have some. That sounds delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Whee! I've been to Texas multiple times. It's cool to go down to not El Paso, just because you're so close to like Mexico. So to see Juarez and stuff like that, like at night, it's really beautiful. But it's it's a weird culture shock
Yeah.
because like you're basically in Mexico, but you're not. Like we went to Walmart and like the cashier that checked us out was like
Spoke Spanish.
she was speaking Spanish to everybody else, and then we got up there and she started speaking English, and like you could tell like she was annoyed that she had to speak English, and it's like last time I checked, you were in the U.S. But it was interesting.
Like going down to Miami is like most people there never have to speak English at their jobs, so you just speak Spanish all day. Whenever they do have to speak English, they're like, "What can I get for you?"
Last time I checked, this is America. It's not a bad drive. It's just a long drive.
Yeah,
Like I said, we drove to Austin, so and then had a really fun experience on the way back home in Arkansas. So
yep, possible. We stayed at a hotel room where a possible crime happened.
not
Like,
a possible crime.
like,
A crime happened.
like just like not even an hour prior to us
Yeah.
staying in that room.
Yeah, we know D. We stopped in Little Rock, and it was wild.
It was late. I was tired of driving. Chris was tired. Like there was no way that we could continue driving anymore. So we had stopped at I think it was a Holiday Inn.
I don't even remember.
And anyways, they gave us
they had one room available.
yeah, and we walked up there and the door was open. And we walked in the room and there was like a bar of soap was open and like it looked like someone else had been in there. And we went back down to the front desk to be like, "Hey, like is someone staying in this room? Like what's going on?" And basically they told us that the police had just been there and like had to I can't remember what it was like. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't
I
remember the
know.
story, but like somebody got arrested for doing something,
Yeah. And
drugs or
and
some shit.
they didn't even like clean the room or
No,
anything. They were just
it
like,
was
"Here
like
you
it
go."
just happened. They were like, "Well, yeah, it was rough."
Yeah. But
We did not sleep very well. We got the hell out of there. So it's
yeah.
okay.
'Cause I was like, "What the fuck? Like, what are we gonna do?" You know, it was like because it was after midnight.
Yeah, it was wild.
Yeah. So, anyways, we learned a lesson.
Exactly, Falk.
Don't stop in Little Rock.
Exactly, Falk.
Yeah. Like the bed was still made and everything like that, so it wasn't like someone had completely like, slept there or anything like that. The bed was made, but it was just like these little things that were around the room that were a little like, someone's been in here. Like I said, the door was already open when we got up there. We had the room key, but like I said hello and like pushed open the door. We looked around, no one was in
Have a
there.
good night, Brian. I'll shoot you a message, man.
Have a good night. So yeah, not a good experience. And the front desk guy like didn't really give a shit. He was just like,
Well, it's probably not the first time that's happened. He's
"Bruh."
like, "Oh, just another day."
Yeah. Like, oh, it's no big deal. Just stay in that room or someone got arrested in. It's fine. If we hadn't been so tired, I think that I probably would have like gone to find another place for us to stay. But we were both just so fucking tired. It was like not even worth it
We've
at
been
that
driving
point.
all day.
Yeah.
We were about halfway home, so we should have, but
Yeah. Also wasn't thinking
no.
clearly because tired.
Yeah, we were just looking for a place to crash, and then got back in the car the next day and went home.
Mhm.
Also, I have found out that whether I'm driving or
Oh yeah,
not driving,
this is fun.
when I was younger, I got motion sick. So they would have to give me Dramamine so I didn't puke while in the car. Now that I'm an adult, autism, I still get motion sickness, but I don't feel nauseous or anything. I just go, um, can't help it. So like if we go on a long trip and I'm driving, like I gotta take some Dramamine, then I'm fine. But if I don't do that, like a couple hours in the trip, I'm like while I'm driving. So it's
Yeah.
pretty fun. It it's the worst when I'm by myself. If you're with me, then it's really not that bad because like we talk back and forth and stuff.
Mhm.
But like just driving, paying attention, I guess it's just the
The motion of the
motion of the
car.
car, and
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, super fun. So like we go on trips. If I'm not driving, like I pass out
Yeah. He always falls asleep.
like a toddler.
Hmm.
Like whether I'm tired or not, like I'll be throwing on my phone. Next thing I know, I'm going. It's like narcolepsy. It's crazy. She always makes fun of me for it. I can't help it.
He'll be sitting there on his phone, and then all of a sudden, I see his phone almost drop, and I'm like, "Oh, he's getting ready to pass out."
I always try and like fight it, but
Yeah.
sometimes I'm just like, whatever. It's gonna happen. Yeah, every trip, no matter what, we start driving. I'm like, it's fun. And I even told Alina like, now granted, I'm not diagnosed from a doctor or anything like that, but like I looked it up because I was like, what is going on? Like, do I have something I need to be concerned about? Motion sickness
Yeah.
happens this way for some people, and I'm like, cool.
Yeah. Some people get like nauseous. Other people like get super sleepy and fall asleep in the car, and that's a form of motion sickness. Who knew?
I got automobile narcolepsy. Obviously, not telling the DMV. Take medicine. I'm fine. Yeah, I conk out super quick.
If it's like a short drive, you're
Yeah,
fine. I think it's like anything over like an
an
hour,
hour.
then that's
Yeah.
where like okay, you have to be.
Yep.
You have to take some medicine if you're driving.
Yep. But I had to drive to Georgia for a funeral, and I went by myself. I took a Dramamine, and I was completely fine the whole way. Alert, alive, enthusiastic. Didn't feel sleepy once. But when we went to Blade Show, like
Mhm.
I could feel it. Like I didn't ever like do like this, but like I could feel it while I was driving down to Blade Show. I didn't think about it. I didn't take Dramamine. Yeah, awesome sleep, but it's like narcolepsy. It's wild. Like I'm not tired. What? What happened? Where are we?
An hour later, I'm like, "Hey, sleepyhead."
Oh, what happened again? Cool. So with this drive that we're doing, it's going to be like a 12-hour drive. So whether I drive first or second, because we're going to split up the drive, like gotta take some. Yeah, that was the first test to see if the Dramamine would work. Me going down to Georgia by myself.
Mhm.
Don't know if this is gonna work. Let's see what's gonna happen. It worked well. Yeah. So just like a toddler, apparently. Put me in the car. I'm out. Great sleep, but a little problematic. So when are you guys taking your trip to Texas? Yep. Yeah, certain places are rougher to drive through than others. Believe it or not, Atlanta is really not that bad.
Mm-mm.
Most people think Atlanta would be terrible, but they have so many lanes, so that makes it a little um,
Intimidating.
intimidating. But like, really not bad. Last week of July, the first week of August, nice. First week of August. Well, I say first week. 9th of August, we'll be going up to Ohio for a knife get together. But I'll have knives. And then the end of August, we have a show that we go to every year that's local to us. So hopefully that goes off well. This will be the first year that it's a 2-day show. So see how that goes. But I'm excited because I'll have my hope.
Mhm.
Hopefully. So,
Mhm.
we'll see. Dun, dun, dun. Good, you know.
I'm good. Do it.
I was like, that was very attractive.
She was in here doing the same thing earlier today, and then Blue was licking. So she was cleaning herself. Blue was licking himself, and I told Blue to stop licking. And he just looked over at her like, so she's doing the same thing I am.
Well, that's not fair.
Yeah.
That's hard.
Mhm.
So what you need to do, Falk, and your guac recipe may be similar to this. So there is a place that's semi-local to us. It's probably about 40 minutes away, and we haven't been there in years, but we would go there just for their guac, and they essentially do pico guac. You've got guacamole, and you got tomatoes and onions and seasonings, and it's all handmade. And oh my god, that's my measuring stick for guacamole. Garcia's guac.
Mhm.
First time I went to Colorado, that's around. What do you mean, which one? That's funny. Yeah, it's weird how like your your level for like large groups or large cities can like change over the years. Um, so where I graduated high school from is about 35 minutes away from Clarksville. Clarksville is a major city in Tennessee. Um, the Fort Campbell is over next to Clarksville. So like it's a big city. There's 4 or 5 Walmarts in Clarksville.
Yeah.
Um, and depending on where they're at in Clarksville, just like any other larger city, you've got different names of different parts of the city. So like one of the Walmarts, it's in what everybody calls Sango, and that's still part of Clarksville. Um, and so when I was in high school, like going to Clarksville, going to Nashville, not a big deal whatsoever. And then as I've gotten older, like I get freaked out a little bit, even though I've been to these places hundreds of times. And now it's changed again to where like it doesn't bother me as much, but like still kind of makes me a little anxious. It's weird what your brain does over the years because brain chemistry changes. So who knows how autism is going to affect you? Typically, it's about every 5 years. Awesome. I got a handle on this shit. This is going pretty good. Hey, wait a minute, where'd that come from? My like social anxiety came out of nowhere. And it was just my brain chemistry changed, and I was just like, I can't people. Yeah, pretty not great. It's like right when you think you've got everything under control and you got a handle on things, then the rules change, and it's like I was not told that this would happen, and I don't know how to deal with it. So, D, if you could do me a favor, unless it's like a proprietary test, could you give me a link to that test? Because I'd be really curious to see how Lena did on said test. Yeah, just kidding. Then you could get a better idea of your non-diagnosis diagnosis. I mean, okay, that's gonna be the closest version, the easiest, cheapest way. Spanx. Wonder where Brian's at.
Partying.
I mean, he already partied for his birthday. He didn't have to work yesterday. Or excuse me, his birthday wasn't yesterday. It was the day before. So he had off on Wednesday and yesterday. He didn't tell me if he had off today. Maybe he got off today. I don't know.
Party week. I don't know.
Birthday week.
Mm-hmm.
He still just jumps in and says, hey. I'll just shoot him. Like, where are you? Okay.
Okay, left. Or got the link back.
Yay. Yeah, my allergies have been going nuts since they put me on a different medicine for my legs. Thank you. Jesus Christ, everybody left us.
Yep.
Death usually happens on the Facebook side.
Usually.
It's fine.
You know my bed.
It's fine. You pick fine. You pick fine. Don't worry about it.
Well.
Well,
Oh.
I appreciate it. Oh no, overachiever. For sure, sounds like something Alina would do. Well, I mean, of course, burnt. But I bet your guac is delicious.
Was this before or after you worked at Jimmy John's?
By the way, day old bread from Jimmy John's, cheap as shit.
Yeah, we talked about it last time.
I know we did. Works so well in so many different facets. We had Jimmy John's bread pizzas tonight. So good. We're gonna try and get some more day old bread.
Just bust open the door to Jimmy John's, be like, I need day old bread.
Give me your day old bread.
I'm
Biscuit, but I'll let it go.
like messing with them with the voice
Maybe.
changer.
Maybe.
I want a bloody go.
Yeah, I was thinking of that. Maybe smart moment. Like, I'm gonna day old bread. Yeah,
It's okay.
we usually toast it, so it's hygienic. You got to butter that bread and then take both bites.
I was like,
No, I mean, at 50 cents for a giant loaf, like, you got 6 of them. Lasted us a week. We were using them for Earth. Don't rush it. Oh, no. Want the tuna fish recipe? Not really.
no. Pass.
I like fresh tuna.
Like yeah, like the bougie tuna.
Bougie, expensive tuna. I can do like flavored tuna, like out of the packets, like if I need to. It's not my favorite thing. Obviously, if you don't smell it, it's fine. It tastes fine, but like, could never get over the smell to try it. And I've tried it a couple years ago, and I was like, "That's not that bad." Still not gonna fucking smell it.
No. But ahi tuna.
Ahi. So delicious. Once again, what do you mean tuna fish recipe? You take tuna, it's a fish. You're done. What is the deal?
Too much tuna.
Welcome to Too Much Tuna. a funny sketch. It shouldn't have been funny, but it worked. He used Kikoman. Ew, Hellman's. There's better man.
Like sandwiches are.
Yeah, I know. You just said two. The rest is tuna fish. Okay. I'm very picky with my mayo. If it's not, uh, my favorite's Blue Plate, but Duke's is a close second. But what I prefer because of the lack of bullshit ingredients is Kewpie. Uh, she's like, I need the deep. What are you doing?
I looked up this restaurant that we want to that Nate said that we were going to go to, but apparently it doesn't exist. Like I can't find it.
Oh, well, that's cool. It's a ghost restaurant.
Instructions unclear. We're in like in Texas right now. Like
Instructions unclear. Send help. Aw. But he had the best birthday ever.
probably.
I don't know where they're at. I don't know.
There's a place called Margaritas in Pulaski. I don't think that's where he was talking
I don't think so.
about.
That's dirty. That's dirty. I get it, but it's still dirty. Yeah, I think we're not supposed to get any rain until like tomorrow afternoon. Oh, we're not supposed to get any rain.
No weather. No weather.
Weather's on pause till tomorrow afternoon.
That looked like just like a
It's
black
just
sky.
going to take a break.
You just look up in the sky and you just see system reading.
I mean,
A white screen.
wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, so around 4.
Tomorrow. You get clarification on where the I feel like there is no margaritas off Memorial because there's one restaurant that says margaritas, but it says it's temporarily closed. like, is that the place you're talking about? Because they don't exist, apparently, according to Google.
No, I get it, D. Like I said, I understand, but so dirty. Nerd. See, if I were to ever do something like that, I would for sure be kicked out. To be like, you can't be that physical. I'm like, this is war. Stab. Body slam. Don't come back. Okay. That's it. It's no, we have insurance. This is a Natterdays. Strawberry lemonade natural light is refreshing. Should have got me to be their spokesperson, but not an influencer. For pineapple. What are you drinking, folks? Probably gonna be like water. I'm gonna try and get up at a decent time tomorrow and eat some breakfast, and then it'll probably be before you go to Zumba. I'm gonna try and get out the night shop to do some more profiling, and then when you get home, I'll clean up and so we can do all our running.
Yeah, I gotta take a shower before.
Yeah, I know. But to clean up, I probably won't. I'll probably do reports, man. Which is fine. Oh, Diet Dr. Pepper? Oh, that's fancy. I didn't realize you were on that level. Yes. Snoop, and then I go Inception on it. I can see that. Well, you got anything else?
Nope.
I don't. This is going to be a weird case tonight where we shut down both lives at the same time.
Yeah.
That's weird. So, YouTube, Facebook, we love you. Thanks for the support. We will see YouTube back on Sunday. We'll see you guys not on Friday because we'll be on vacation. Hope everybody has a wonderful night and a wonderful week and a wonderful Saturday. Stay sharp. Don't do anything that I wouldn't do. And if you do, don't get caught.
Bye.